Fourscore and 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation, or any nation, so conceived and so dedicated, can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come here to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives that that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, and we cannot hollow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here have consecrated it, far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little know, nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us the living, rather to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus so far nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here, dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion, that we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and the government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. The great Gettysburg Address given by Abraham Lincoln was addressed to the nation on November 19, 1863. I fear that it is more now applicable to society today. In recent years, more than I'd like to admit, America is divided. Politically, economically, socially, there's a great division in America. Abraham Lincoln's address serves as a reminder that democracy and the unification of America is fragile, which we can see today. His address serves to remind us that it is important to take the work from the dead and continue it on. It needs to be renewed from each generation. It needs to be given a chance to help America grow. Especially, we need to create a government that is for the people, by the people. Unfortunately, it's not. Most nowadays, politicians are against us, turning their backs from problems that are just not fair. Facing equality, we need to fight for freedom, to fight against inequality and have a just system in America. Unfortunately, Americans tend to divide and try to take on tasks individually, which is not what we need. We need to come together hand in hand to prove that Abraham Lincoln was right about something, that we will come together as a nation to serve as a nation, as a unified whole. Democracy is important, as well as unification. It's important for people to participate, to be willing to fight for change, and to stand up for what they believe is right. Though not everyone has the same political beliefs or social or even economical, it's important to stand together for the basics of the rights for people, to serve America, to ensure that it will be a strong country, to prove that Abraham Lincoln had nothing to be fearful of.